Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347, Don Shula.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Like 80?
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Block 80! Right, 58, right there. Alert, 6-6, pull it.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He wants it all for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
18. General West.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
180. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Edelman was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it'll be 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Ravens push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Trubisky. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, and the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. Reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw complete to Dorsett. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Tony Pollard making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Dolphins nothing. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Got Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds Cook.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now it's Trubisky. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now down to 20. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Let's go. Jack 16, 50.
He's checking. Crash.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll bring up third down. Ben to throw again. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, 38 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And
he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Dorsett. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's hit it, boy.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Show that bench release and go.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 3-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm trying to collect.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Run for Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
180.
At the 49-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Pollard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 22.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. And you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get it.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.